What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I got a banger for you guys. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get over the top of every single cover 2 coverage using this play inside of Madden 22. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So for those of you guys that have been my day 1 subs, or you just been rocking with me in the last 2 years, because I've been doing Madden for going on 3 years now. So if you've been here since I've been in my main offense, which is the Wild Trips Pats, I'm actually going to be giving you guys another setup out of there. And so for all you guys who, hit me up about the ebook on this particular formation, I told you guys I'm not doing it, which I'm still not. And it's because I'm really, really prideful in this formation. And when I do gameplay, I'd like you guys to see this formation. But in today's video, like I said, I'm be showing you guys how to get over top of every single cover 2 zone. So what I mean by that is like a 15-yard zone drop, 20-yard zone drop, 25-yard zone drop, and it even gets over the top of 30-yard zone drops just with this one setup. And I'm be going through that with you guys. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure you smash the like on it. It really helps me on the algorithm. It helps my channel grow. So appreciate all your support. Honestly, I truly do. But for personnel, for this particular play, the only thing that matters is whoever your fastest receiver is needs to go in this spot right here. Now, Nelson Agholor is the only fast player. He's actually 91 speed. Everybody else is like 80 something. So you'll be able to tell that you don't really need a top end speed guy, because like I said, Nelson Agholor is only 91 speed. Now the play that we're talking about is going to be Pat's wide out. And also this also is a video to show you guys that I do my own setups. Like I know Wild Trips Pats, U-Trips is super popular and it is the meta, but when I show you guys this formation, I promise you nobody else has ever used this formation other than me. Well, this setup other than me. I promise you guys that. So anyways, I'm gonna come out and dime something light, and then I did sub out some I put in some garbage defense alignment so I can have a little bit of time, and I got 2 safeties and a linebacker. So let's actually talk about cover 2. So this is actually non-zone drop, and I'll actually go in and show you guys what it looks like when we zone drop. But for the setup, you just want to take X, put them on a streak. You want to take circle, put them on a drag, and now with the running back, normally I like to either leave them alone if I don't have time, or if I do have time, I like to take them, put them on a curl route. Now, next thing you want to do is take this guy and just motion him across. Now, all the way up until like 25-yard zone drops, you can actually just sit in the pocket and make this throw really, really easy. As you can tell, you just want to wait for him to move, and then you'll be able to pass lead that outside. I like to kind of click on to actually get a little rack animation, and normally I will actually crib that just like that. So I'm going to show you guys that one more time. So X on the streak, circle on the drag, triangle on the curl route just like that. Go ahead and motion them across. I'm gonna spy one of the linemen so I can have time until we are in cover 2. Snap the ball right here, and I also will show you what happens if they put a middle third, just to kind of show you, because you guys might think that might help, but you can tell we have that all day. User will not be able to click on that at all. So anyways, what I want to show you guys here, I'll do the setup, you guys already know it, but I actually want to show you what a middle, if they have a middle third right there, it won't make a difference. We will still be able to get over the top of cover 2. So let's go into motion across. Now after this, I'll actually be going to turn zone drops on, and I'll kind of show you guys the different depths, what it looks like. And also I will talk about read progressions, but you can tell it doesn't matter. You would think that since the middle third's there, the safety could cheat over, but they actually do not, so we would actually take advantage of that. So read progressions on this play is pretty obvious. If it's not cover 2, then what you need to read actually is this drag route, because normally this drag route will get open, because normally this wheel route will push back into the outside zones, and normally you'll have that drag route. You can tell we kind of could throw that right here, but it's cover 2, of course, so we will read this up top. So you want to see if it's cover 2 or not. If you identify that it is cover 2, you want to wait for this cornerback to drop off of this route, and then you want to throw it hard pass lead. So your read progressions, if it's not cover 2, should just be 1, and then it should just be 2, and then 3 right here, honestly, because you just want to see where the user's going between this route and that route. And the good thing about this other route right here is that if you miss your read with this, a lot of times this route will keep running to the sideline. You'll be able to throw that, and I will show you that real quick too, and then I promise you after that we'll get into zone drops and everything like that. So let me just go ahead and show you guys that if you just somehow miss your read against cover 2, then a lot of times square will just settle up really nice on the sideline. You get a nice little sideline throw. So what you can do right here, like I said, if you miss your read for whatever reason, you can actually just hit that right there, and then you'll have a nice game. But just be careful, because R1 actually does pull up in his route right there. So anyways, let's actually just go ahead and turn zone drops on. And first, I'm gonna start off with about a 20-yard zone drop, because most of the time people will start off with 20s if you're running wild trips, and that's just so they can take care of that little crosser route that you just see me throw just now. And this is one way that you could counter that. So if they're playing like a cover 2 style and you notice it, then we can just really capitalize on that. So let's take X, put them on the streak, X on the drag, triangle on the curl route just like this. Till we are in cover 2. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that guy in the third, just so you know, because you should already know that stock cover 2 is not gonna be the answer. But if they want to put that guy in the third, then we will just run this setup right here. Like I said, anything up until past 20, you can actually stand in a pocket and deliver that dot right there. Now, when you start talking about past 20 yards, you actually will need to slide in the pocket. Now, if you slide in the pocket, it's always going to be better. But the problem with sliding in the pocket is you're pretty much telling the user exactly where you're about to throw the ball. If they're any decent, I should say, they'll know exactly what you're trying to do, and they'll normally just take their user and run over there. So that's why I like to wait in the pocket. But if you want, you can drift, and when you drift, it's actually a much easier throw, and you get a lot of room out there, and you can actually potentially one-play touchdown that. So that's one of the things that you can do. And I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna wait till later to say that. But anyways, I just kind of want to hop in the replay, just show you real quick. So this throw is gonna be much easier. So when you drift out the pocket, it actually, I don't know why it makes it easier throw. Well, I mean, in football terms, I know why, but in Madden terms, it would seem like you should be able to make the same throw in the pocket. But anyways, this streak is still gonna hold that safety, and they will not be able to click on this. I know you might be thinking, "Bro, they can click on that." I promise you, they will not be able to click on that. Because you can tell we're passing that ball outside. Look how we're throwing that ball. Now, they won't be able to click on and pick it. They'll probably click on and maybe be able to make a tackle, maybe, but they will not be able to pick that ball off. That's too much of a great throw for them to be able to pick it off. And also, what you notice too is that if the user does not respect this route, then we can actually throw that. And one more thing I want to talk to you about before we actually move on is that you can actually playmaker. You can playmaker your running back. So that's why I like having my running back right there. And I do want to show you that. And that's why I like kind of staying in the pocket a little bit, because what's going to happen a lot of times is that this running back route, you can actually playmaker it if the user goes and follows square. So let's say you kind of drift this way, you can take that running back. That's what you want to be careful of too. So I'm glad that actually happened. So if you try to drift out the pocket before you playmaker, you'll actually grab circle if you was paying attention to what happened. So if you want a playmaker, I suggest you stay in the pocket, and then that's going to make sure that you absolutely get a triangle when you playmaker him. So if you want to, maybe that wasn't open, so then you can take him, playmaker him up or something. Let's just pretend like, that was wide open or something like that. But you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. So you have the ability to playmaker him. So just make sure you do not roll out the pocket, because if you roll out the pocket and try to playmaker your running back, it's going to grab you onto that flat defender. That's what I highly suggest you to do right there. So let's go and keep it moving though. So let's go back to patch Y out. Now let's go to coaching adjustments. Let's say they put their zone drops on 25, right? So now I want to show you what it looks like with 25-yard zone drops. So let's go back to cover 2. I'm actually going to, let's actually play off coverage too, just to show you. So what if they play off coverage? You're probably wondering about that. Will it still get open? I'll go ahead and show you right now. So X on the streak, circle on the drag, take our running back, put him on a curl route, and then just motion this guy across. Like I said, you're just basically reading. Now, if the user does not follow R1, then we'll just go ahead and hit circle. But what I wanted to tell you is that with 25, so you notice how we got out of range. That's kind of where you start wanting to have somebody like a Patrick Mahomes, somebody like a any other big arm quarterback, Josh Allen. So you tell me if the throw was there, most definitely. It's just we got out of range on it. Now I'm gonna show you what that mid read looks like, so just in case you see it. I was putting them in the middle third the whole time. But anyways, what I was trying to tell you is that if you don't roll out the pocket, you'll actually get out of range. But what you're able to notice is that we're still able to fit that pass in there, and that's with the 25-yard zone drop. And then again, I'll show you one more time what happens if you drift out the pocket, because I prefer to throw it in the pocket. But when you get past 25, you actually will have to drift out the pocket, and I'll show you that here in a second. But you can tell, obviously this is going to be wide open. User's going to have to worry about him, so he'll be like up in here with his user. Or if he's not, then we'll be able to playmaker this guy, of course. And then, like I said, you already seen his throw. They will not be able to click on that, just simply because that streak actually does a good job of holding that deep pass, and that's why we're able to get that outside pass lead like that. So I actually want to show you guys 30 yards. So the last part of this video is just going to be showing you guys 30 yards and just kind of showing you you can still complete this with a 30-yard zone drop. You just have to get outside the pocket, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is. So let's go to 30-yard zone drops for our flats. Let's go back to cover 2. And we'll do mid read. So let's actually back off our cornerback just to kind of simulate a user backing them off. X on the streak, circle on the drag, go ahead and motion them across, and triangle on a curl route just like this. Now I'm gonna start off the first time throwing it in the pocket and just showing you exactly how hard it is to complete this pass in the pocket. You could tell like it's open for sure, but look at like that time, you see how we threw a pick, and it's because we got out of range, and it's because with the 30 yards you have to wait a little longer before you're able to throw it. So let's actually go and check Mac Jones's throw power because I'm actually really not sure, to be honest with you. So you can kind of see the limitations on what you need for your throw power for this throw to actually be pretty good. So you can tell right 85. So 85 is not really going to get the job done. So you'll probably need like maybe 88, I would say, for you to be able to sit in the pocket and make that throw. So make sure you're checking your quarterback's throw power. But now if you're on MUT, don't even worry about none of that, because I'm pretty sure you got somebody who's a strong arm. But if you're on regs, then you actually need to make sure you actually have somebody who can deliver that ball. Now you could try stepping up in the pocket. That might be your only bet. So if you want to throw that and you notice they're playing cover 2 and that guy's dropping really far, then just be patient, because you will get baited, honestly. So what I mean by baited is that you can kind of look. Now it's hard to tell. We only know it's cover 2 because we picked cover 2. But if you're looking at this, it doesn't really look like cover 2. It looks like he's probably could be playing in a in like a quarter. So you could be very careful about that. So you'd have to really just stare it down, to be honest with you. So you see how it looks like he's kind of playing a deep zone. Just kind of trust yourself. If you know it's cover 2, you'll see him slide, and that's when you want to deliver that strike right there. So just be very careful running this versus cover 2. So I'll show you again with stepping up in the pocket. So the only way, if you have a quarterback who doesn't have strong throw power, you have to step up in the pocket. So you have to kind of work the pocket, and then you have to kind of try to deliver a dot. But that's the problem. If you don't know how to work the pocket, or if Madden doesn't let you work the pocket, then you'll just need to actually get outside of the pocket, which I'll show you now. And I'm actually glad J. Alexander actually has his ability to lighten up, so you can actually see what it looks like versus a cornerback that's in this X factor. So if you just drift out, you'll just wait, and then you want to just pass that ball to the outside. I normally like possession catch it, and then you have a nice dot. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.